a lot of people they don't make their like breakout thing until they've been doing it for 4 or 5 years.
The first TBH episode, I was 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, that is like, obviously you're making these Omegle videos and they're doing well, but as far as like, I mean, how many views were your Omegle videos getting on your YouTube channel?
They would average like, so I only uploaded 4 or 5.
Right.
And in the order of most popular views, it was like 900K, 600K,
oh, shit. Okay,
400K, 200K, and then I got like a 40K.
So your first couple of videos are banging.
That helped a lot with my subscriber count.
So before TBH with JHB, you already knew what that was like.
I was very awkward. But the thing is, these people would disappear in front of me because they would skip me.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I don't have to
worry about it anymore.
But now with TBH, I have 3 cameras in front of me. I have a production crew watching me. And I have a guest who is about to be so uncomfortable for the next hour while we shoot. And I like my first ever, like I would occasionally like wave to Valkyrie across the compound. I didn't want to, I don't know her like that. I'm not gonna go.
Yeah.
My first ever combo with her was, I think, on TBH with JHB, and that was the most like, what is going on style content. But it made for great content. Same with Nico. My first time ever meeting Nico was that TBH with JHB shoot.
Yeah.
Also my first ever TBH shoot. So it's like
a
roller coaster of emotions.
I mean, that's so. Was there anyone that you had on that didn't understand what it was?
Gunna.
Besides Gunna. So Gunna thought it was going to be a serious interview?
I like to think Gunna smoked before he went in there.
Yeah.
And then he was just like,
what is happening?
But it was cool after, because after he left the interview and then I didn't see him for like an hour or 2, he came back into the compound because we were having a party and he full on like dapped me up, was in a good mood.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, I love you, Gunna. Where was this in the interview?
That's funny. I did an episode. The only thing I can relate to it, because it was so out of left field, but I did an episode of Around the Bar with Tyreek Hill. It was like one of the most, actually the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL.
Yeah.
And it was just something that Paige randomly put together. He's interested in gaming. And Paige texts me and says, "Hey, Tyreek, can Tyreek be on around the bar?"
Mm.
And everything in my brain is being like, no. Like, I don't want to, that's terrifying. But I knew, like, if I was going to take this seriously, I have to say yes. So I said yes. And then I was like, all right, time to watch NFL. Fucking
wow.
Time to watch. You got
to know your history.
Yeah. So I think I remember talking to Matt a lot afterwards, and I was like, I think we might have something with this. If we can turn around a Tyreek video and it not be, it seems a little natural. It's complete opposite from what you were trying to do. You were trying to be awkward. I was trying not to be awkward.
No, I get that. That's why I felt so. I felt comfortable, but I also felt so uncomfortable in my shoots.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I would do the TBH shoot, and then I just kind of wouldn't think about it for a bit. I wouldn't think about the lines, but then I would rewatch the edited episode, and it would be like a whole new experience for me.
Yeah.
Because that raw footage versus what Autumn can actually change it into.
Did she edit the Emma video?
She, I can't remember, but she edited most of my TBH
because they were so. I mean, the fucking cuts are so funny. It was just like 3 seconds of random B-roll with like good heavy metal music, and it goes right back into like awkward questions.
I know a lot of it was shout out Autumn, shout out Mike, and shout out Samson.
Yeah,
those 3 have kind of like helped TBH in a way, I would say.
Yeah,
especially with like the rest of the crew, like Gabe and just everyone else that has helped out.
Did Nadeshot know about TBH with JHB before it happened?
It's hard to say. I know Nadeshot was familiar with it because I think Haley watched it, and that's the same.
I'm saying before it went out.
Oh, before it went out, probably not. No.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it because I remember when it happened, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Like Nade gets the mob on, and then he lets JHB have his own show. Like I remember thinking, like Hector would never let that happen.
You think so?
Yeah, because it took me working with Optic for like a year and some change before I was brought on. Took Matt a couple years before he was like officially an Optic guy, like joining Optic, I guess. And it's just like in on the Optic side of things, you kind of gotta like, you really gotta like work here and understand everything about it. And then Hector like makes you go even farther than that. And then, to make sure you're not gonna just join Optic and leave. And then you had a show on on the 100 Thieves main channel within a couple months. It seemed. I was like, holy shit! Like Nade must run things a lot different. And then I think I heard him say like, "Yo, I didn't even know that show was gonna happen."
Yeah, see, there you go. It was a lot of it was very like the content team experimenting with what the community will like, and considering the mobs community and what they wanted from 100 Thieves for not only me but the mob guys as well.
Yeah.
It just made for such great content, and everyone was hyping it up. I was posting actual full episodes on Twitter.
Yeah.
Which is like, I mean, you can do that now on X, yeah.
Yeah.
But like that was kind of like unheard of or unseen in like 2020, because like who does that? Just go to the YouTube video. No, we're gonna post it on Twitter. It was great.
Yeah. I just say, what was your favorite episode of doing?
There's a few that come to mind. I'd say the ones I love the most, Kaide and Tens is one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah.
It also got 1 million views, which for me was very like, that was one of the first episodes that I ever hit 1 million. I was like, this is amazing. Which it was. I loved it. Oh man, I think the Nico one has a special place in my heart because it was
the first one. Yeah, of course.
The Frosty one was very fun for me because it's just me making a bunch of Albania jokes. Why not? I don't know. The Matt one's very fun